A lot of outdoor brands think they're winning because they're showing up in AI search results. But here's the problem. A brand can appear in dozens of AI-generated answers and still lose the recommendation that actually influences the purchase. In the camping tents and sleep systems market, we're already seeing a clear divide between brands that are merely visible and brands that AI platforms actively recommend. And that distinction matters more than most marketers realize. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, founder and CEO of LLM Authority Index. At LLM Authority Index, we study how AI platforms rank, compare, and recommend brands during real buying decisions. Today, I want to walk you through one of the most interesting findings from our Camping Tents and Sleep Systems AI Market Discovery Index. For years, outdoor brands competed for rankings in Google. Today, buyers are increasingly asking AI platforms questions like, what's the best backpacking tent? Which camping tents are worth the money? What's the best sleeping bag for cold weather? Is Big Agnes better than Nemo? The important thing is that AI doesn't just provide information, it makes selections, it creates short lists, it decides which brands are worth considering before the buyer ever visits a website, and that's creating an entirely new competitive landscape. In our May 2026 analysis across 6 major AI platforms, recommendation power wasn't evenly distributed. Instead, it was heavily concentrated. 3 brands consistently stood out: MSR, Nemo Equipment, and Big Agnes. Together, they captured the majority of meaningful recommendation value in the public dataset. What's interesting is that these brands weren't simply mentioned more often. They were frequently placed near the top of the answer. That's a huge difference, because in AI-driven discovery, position matters. Being ranked first often carries far more influence than simply being included somewhere lower in the response. One reason is what we call citation architecture. AI systems learn from patterns across product reviews, expert testing guides, retailer pages, brand websites, and community discussions. When trusted sources repeatedly validate a product, AI systems become more confident recommending it. For example, major outdoor publishers consistently test and review camping tents from brands like MSR, Big Agnes, and Nemo. The same pattern appears with sleeping bags, sleeping pads, and complete sleep systems. The result? These brands become recommendation eligible across a wide range of buyer prompts. Not because they advertise more, but because the evidence supporting them is easier for AI systems to trust and summarize. One of the most fascinating examples in the study was Coleman. Coleman remains one of the most recognizable names in camping. Most people know the brand. Many buyers have used their products. Yet AI often treated Coleman differently than the technical backpacking leaders. Coleman showed meaningful visibility, but visibility didn't always translate into top recommendation positions. That's the lesson. Being known is not the same as being chosen. And as AI becomes a larger part of the buying journey, recommendation power may become more important than simple brand awareness. The brands most likely to win aren't necessarily the brands creating the most content. They're the brands building authority around specific buyer decisions. For camping tents, that might mean owning the conversation around ultralight backpacking. For sleeping bags, it could mean dominating cold weather performance or comfort-related prompts. The winners will be the brands that become the preferred answer when AI is forced to choose. Because the future isn't just about being found, it's about becoming the recommendation. The outdoor gear industry is one of the clearest examples of a broader trend happening across almost every market. AI is compressing the buyer journey. Consumers ask a question. The AI creates a shortlist, and a handful of brands capture most of the attention. So the question is no longer, can AI find your brand? The question is, when AI is asked to recommend the best camping tents, sleeping bags, or sleep systems, does your brand make the shortlist? Or does someone else own that decision moment? If you want the full breakdown of how AI platforms are recommending outdoor gear brands, I'll link the complete report below. And if you're interested in understanding how AI is positioning your company in real buying conversations, that's exactly what we study at LLM Authority Index.